Hi everybody, my name is Oleg and we are talking about the welding. I'm often asked the same question, how to choose the right current for welding? Experienced welders, by the way, from the first seconds of welding process can tell is it okay with the current or no. Furthermore, after the cleaning, the welds is necessary to examine, so you need to answer the question about the uniform of the welding seam. Is it good or no, to conclude the correct or incorrect current selection. I'm not going to discuss about this complex subject. I decided to show how this can be done practically. This technique used by almost all welders. What can we do? The first, find a piece of metal of the same thickness as the welded parts. The second, make a few welds on a plate of metal with different currents. The third, choose the best. Let's choose the electrodes for welding. The first type of electrodes, rutile coated electrode spin coats. Look at the box of the electrodes. The diameter is 2.5 mm. Preferable welding current alternating. If welding is carried out with a direct current, connect the electrode negative. The welding positions all except vertical down. The range of recommended welding currents from 65 to 90 amperes. The next type of electrodes, base coated special. The diameter is the same, 2.5 mm. Note that here we use the direct current, electrode positive. Welding positions all except vertical down. Welding currents from 50 to 95 amperes. Usually rutile coated electrodes need a little more current than the same base coated electrodes. So the first weld, rutile electrode, negative, welding current 65 amperes. It can be clearly seen that the paddle is quite cold. Metal spreads poorly on the details. The welding process is too slow. The arc burns dimly. It is unstable, i.e. it walks from side to side, so it affects the seam. Let's clean the weld and look at that. The form of the seam is incorrect. It is too narrow and high. On the border between the weld and the base metal are clearly visible dark spots, the small holes. That means that poor fusion between the weld and the base metal. In cross-section, acute weld is visible. Let's do the next weld. Rutile coated electrode negative, the current is 78 amperes. Please note that the liquid metal better spreads on details. Welding is faster. The arc is more stable, more penetration. It is necessary to clean off the slag and to inspect the weld. The weld has a flat top, wider than in the first case. Poor fusion is not visible. In principle, the current appropriate, but I would add 5-7 amperes. And finally the third weld, rutile coated electrode negative, current is 95 amperes. Look at the fact that the paddle is very fluid. It's difficult to manage. Metal excessively spreads over the surface. Quite a lot of large and small sputters are produced around the weld. Welding by this current is very fast. The arc is very bright. Clean off the slag and inspect of the weld.